those are not seen as the same thing specifically to women. Because the women I hang out with are sexually assertive. They like sex. They talk about who they want to do this and that with, whatever. But it's very important that they have agency. So the problem they have wasn't the fact that he was talking bad. It was that he had been accused by 26 other women of doing this. And then you hear this tape. So I think that's the context we need to explore. It's not just like if you heard some guy that you think's a nice guy saying that, it'd be like, oh, that's messed up. And it'd be, oh, all men have this problem. But he has 24 women saying he does these things. There's a video of him slapping his own daughter on the butt, saying I would nail her if she wasn't my daughter.
And he still got away with that. They don't care. For whatever reason, they don't care.
And in all fairness to them, though, and I'm going to defend the Trump people here, okay? When people say they don't care, I'm telling you, and I saw you because you didn't vote for Trump. I've seen how my personal friends have talked to you for just having an opinion. I almost say I don't blame them. There is no place for a white man. And Hillary Clinton, he called her a centrist, but culturally she was no centrist. Culturally, Hillary Clinton is an upper crust social liberal authoritarian, which means she kept talking about women like her, rich women like her. And Angela Davis said, I didn't vote for her. People like Hillary Clinton, this is what Angela Davis says, I'm not a feminist because of people like Hillary Clinton. Her kind of feminism is racist. Her kind of feminism is only about people from her social strata. That's why Hillary Clinton didn't win. That's why right now she can't shut up about people who are in the race. Shut up.
You're not running, just because.
And here's the thing. A lot of the women in my social media network would say it's sexist to tell Hillary Clinton to stop. Except the black women I know who voted for her want her to shut up. Because you can't go off on Gabbard and Sanders for sabotaging the process while you're sabotaging them.
Well, and it's the whole, for whatever reason, you're either 100% in or you're 100% out.
Absolutely. Right.
This whole, and I'll use the term tribalism. Joe Rogan uses the term tribalism, and I like it. It's everybody.
He's on the list.
Who's on the list?
Joe Rogan. He's canceled.
Why?
He said Fallon Fox wasn't a woman.
I don't know who Fallon Fox is.
Fallon Fox is a trans woman who was a man, transitioned to a woman, and then started MMA fighting. And Joe Rogan's like, she shouldn't, whatever. Joe Rogan said that person should not be fighting women because Joe Rogan does not recognize Fallon Fox as a woman. So he's on the cancel list.
Okay, now you just caused me to go another direction.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay. Because I think I heard this podcast. So Fallon Fox is a woman but was born a man.
Yes.
And is an MMA fighter against women.
Yes. Joe Rogan used to be an MMA fighter.
That's yes, correct.
Yes.
He's a commentator now.
He's
still into all that kind of stuff. And half his podcasts, they either have MMA guys or comedians.
Or Tulsi Gabbard.
Andrew Yang one time.
Yeah.
But I understand where he's coming from, though. And if this guy has the man chromosomes and is fighting women, men are stronger than women. Is this
canceled? James Strong canceled.
Really?
Yes, you're done.
How does this individual do against women in the fights? Does he win? Does she win? Does she
lose?
Beats
the crap out of him.
Okay. There was I'm going to use now. You've really got me off.
I'm canceled now too, so we're all in the same boat. All canceled.
And that's the whole tribalism thing that I wanted to get into because it's if you don't agree with me, I'm done with you. Mm-hmm. Okay, but you agree with these 9 things. Yeah, but this 10th,
nope,
you're out.
Nope.
I'm going to tell you honestly, with a straight face, I don't agree with myself all the time.
Neither do I.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have changed my mind on so many things. Same. And it's not because I don't think I'm a wishy-washy individual at all. Mm-hmm. I think people change. I think times change. Mm-hmm. I think circumstances change. Mm-hmm. I think the things that I want out of life change.
Absolutely.
When I was a young man,
you stagnate.
I don't want to be around. When I say young, I mean a teenager or early 20s. I don't want to be around little snot-nosed curtain climbing kids. And then I had 4 of them. Now I love them.
Right.
And the grandkids. I changed.
Right.
You get to a certain point in your life, and things change.
Absolutely.
Why can't people? I agree with you on this. I disagree with you on that. Let's have a conversation, and then we agree to disagree. That just doesn't happen anymore, and it's.
But I think it's what most people want. They just don't have the microphone. They don't have the.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure that's what most people want, because I see so many people on the left and on the right. More, I will say, more on the left. And,
I would say that too.
And you use the term "punch a Nazi."
Yes, I mean, that was my first experience of what happened.
Jesus Christ. Come up with a unique term, and don't channel Quentin Tarantino because of something you want to say, all right? Come on.
And none of the people who talked about punching Nazis, to my knowledge, I've never seen any of them punch a Nazi.
Well, and here's the other thing, and I'm a stereotype here, okay?
That's okay.
Take your typical MAGA hat wearing Ford F-150 driving, conceal and carry licensed Second Amendment Republican.
Right.
Put him up against your average Antifa.
Antifa loses.
Every time. I mean, and there's exceptions to all rules.
I've never even seen Antifa.
The Antifa I've seen, they're 5'5", 130 pounds, with beards, living in mom's basement, and they run their mouths. Mm-hmm. I'm going to punch a Nazi. No, if that Nazi's a 12-year-old girl, you might, and you'll win most of the time. Other than that, shut up. Now, if you have a bat and hit somebody who's not looking at you in the head with a bat while you have a mask on and then you run away, is that brave?
It's
the whole punch a Nazi thing, the violence thing, and it goes back to, and I am older than you, so maybe I remember a little bit more, but in the 60s, the Flower Children, the Peace Love, the Make Love Not War, those were the ones on the left. Those are the ones who voted for George McGovern and Eugene McCarthy. Those guys and gals, okay? The left now is not like that at all.
Ooh.
They're mean. They're hateful. They're violent.
The stuff
they're
the
the Michael Savages of the left.
I mean, I had last Sunday, people I know personally, I saw a post saying, I don't care that Kobe's daughter died because he's a rapist. I saw people saying on my page, I'm glad Rush Limbaugh died because he caused America to be racist, which was like, what? Yeah. And I think a big part of the problem is, they all hitched their wagon to Obama, and he held their hands. And like or hate Obama's policies, Obama told them the truth. Yep. We cannot do this stuff without being constructive. We got to do it slow. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of people that crapped on him, and it's funny because the people on the right were like, act like he's Black Panther. And then the black nationalists hate him because he didn't do stuff specifically for black people. That's how you know he did something right.
Right. Well, he was elected, then reelected by a landslide, and if there were not term limits, he'd have been elected a third time.
He would have been. And I think that these people, as they got older, were using Obama as their crutch to not be racist. These left, because if they was, as you got to the end of his term, they started saying things like, "Why doesn't he do this? And why does he even worry about Congress?" They were talking this authoritarian talk, which is why they like Bernie, and a lot of them like Bernie, and a lot of them like Hillary Clinton, because Hillary Clinton and Obama are not the same. One of the reasons why Clinton didn't win is because people were worried she'd do the same thing. They're worried that she would just bypass the law because, well, she kind of bypassed the law. You know?
Well, but we've had that conversation about Hillary Clinton before. The reason she didn't win the election is because this country does not like Hillary Clinton.
Right.
They in fact, this country gave Bill a pass because, well, look who he's married to.
Right. And at the time, I voted for Hillary Clinton for president because I was just like, man, I don't know this Trump guy. But I will say this. I understand people who voted third party. I agree with them more than I agree with the argument for voting for at the time. Mm-hmm. And I'll say something that probably lose me some friends, but you know
you get canceled again?
Oh, I'm going to get canceled again. I'm going to say, looking at how she is, and I've watched her speeches from 2016 to now, put it together in my head what she's saying. Looked at the Clinton Epstein thing that we don't hear about. It's bad.
Oh, it is.
It's bad.
Yeah.
He did it. I'm sorry.
Oh, he absolutely did.
Bill Clinton was there.
He absolutely did.
And the people who want Kobe to go down and die with his daughter are defending Bill Clinton, you racist assholes. I don't care what gender you are. I see you, okay? Don't say crap about Trump supporters. If you're not out there saying Hillary Clinton is a rape apologist, shut up about Kobe, and I don't want to see you. So stop it, okay? Anyway, I'm saying that it's better for the Democrats and better for the country. I kind of feel like it's better for the country that Trump won. That's how I feel. And I'm not saying that I could condone, because Donald Trump is tripping, and I cannot condone what I think he did it in Ukraine. I think he did it with the Russians.
I do too.
But
I do too. The Ukraine anyway.
Russia thing, I think that was done to him, but he's still responsible because he could have stopped.
Maybe it was done to him, and he thought this ain't half bad.
He's just like, yeah, let's do it. But the point of the matter is that looking at what Clinton, and it's not that, the most racist stuff that I hear is from some of the Bernie Bros and Hillary Clinton supporters. Was when I try to explain the perspective, when we're talking and I'm just sort of like, one of the Hillary Clinton supporters on one of the Washington Post thing was saying, Hillary Clinton, we all owe her something. She's my Susan B. Anthony. And I go, dude. So all I did is I posted a link showing how racist Susan B. Anthony was. She called me a sexist. She called me like a violent misogynist. And then someone else some white woman called me a hotep. I'm like, nah, you should not use that word. Don't use that word unless you're black. Seriously. And this isn't the first time. I've seen it. I'm still seeing it. And there's a lot of overlap between Warren and Clinton supporters. It's not a binary. It's not a line.
Is it because they're both women?
It's because they're both rich women who speak the language of rich white women from the East Coast.
Well, Hillary Clinton, I truly believe that she's bitter that she didn't win the election because she put up with all that crap from Bill. And the promise was, look, if you just shut your mouth, it'll be your turn. And then it was time for her turn to come, and then Barack Obama came along.
Right.
And then he was reelected.
Right.
But be patient. This next time is your term. In fact, wink, wink, nod, nod. If you give us some money, we'll make sure that you even get the nomination. There won't even be a fight. Yeah. And then Bernie Sanders came in.
Yep.
And then Donald Trump came in.
Right.
And then she lost again. She lost again.
She's definitely bitter. And she's not being constructive. And the problem is that I don't see Bernie and Joe Biden as hardcore adversaries. And when you see this campaign, I'm making a prediction. You're going to see a lot of soft cooperation between their messaging, at least for the first half until Warren and them fade away, because Bernie and Joe are appealing to people who want to have these kind of conversations. Mm-hmm. They're Democrats. They don't like what Trump's doing. They don't like what the left is doing. But they don't have a place to go. If you're in the Warren scene, if you're in the Cory Booker or Harris scene, there are rules on what you can and can't. One, you can't say anything, James Strong. You can't disagree with me unless they say that I did something wrong. You can't disagree with them. And so Warren is the most stagnant place. She's not the progressive. She's not dynamic. Warren is the regressive. Bernie is thriving because he left that place. He left that dark, stagnant, stale water of liberal academia. And now he's just talking to people. And so now some black folks are saying, okay, you hear a lot of black men, and some black women are still gravitating to Biden, I think. Mm-hmm. But you're hearing some of the black men and some of the younger black women say Biden and Bernie. You're hearing that a lot more.
Yeah.
And it's not because they have the same policy. It's because they have the same culture.
Well, the latest thing I've heard is Biden and Michelle Obama. Now, I think that's just press.
That's not going to happen.
I don't think so either. I mean, in my opinion, Why would she want to do that?
No, that's a waste.
She did that and she was never been a politician.
No,
she was she was the first lady. Okay, that's different than being a politician. The first lady in this country, in most cases, has a ton of power. Mm-hmm. Michelle Obama had a ton of power. She slept with the president. Okay, so she had